This person's daughter's peers have told her they are gay. What should she say? What should the daughter say to them? They're all in middle school. This person asks, what do you say to a 12-year-old that thinks she's a lesbian? And this one is, how do I respond to my gay niece's wedding invitation?
We're here to introduce a video that Father Thad had presented had a presentation here at Prince of Peace about a year ago talking about the issue of same-sex attraction. And Roberto and I got a chance to take a look at it and had some comments about it. And I think it's really something to take a look at if you are having questions about the issue of same-sex attraction or have a family member who may have same-sex attraction, and how to deal with that, how to respond in a way. And Father Thad does a really good job of presenting the issue in a very calm, a very straightforward manner that is unapologetic, but also very kind, very sensitive to the issue surrounding that. So I think it's something that you get a lot out of.
You know, what I appreciate from as a scientist, somebody who likes facts and data, Father Tad did a great job of presenting the official background church teachings, right, from the catechism, presenting statements made by popes throughout history that reinforce the teachings, and that sort of information is very helpful to be able to understand what the church actually teaches in this space. Goodness knows, if you went online and you Googled what does the church teach about this, you'd probably find 2.5 million hits, and goodness knows how accurate any one of them are going to be.
One of the things that we did want to answer a question about that Father Tad does address in the video is the hot button issue about how the church defines same-sex attraction. The church would say that same-sex attraction is intrinsically disordered, and that is a hot button phrase, I guess, is the way to say it.
It's a word. That's like the official term. It can be misunderstood.
Completely misunderstood, mischaracterized, I guess, is one way to look at it. I just wanted to be clear that the church is saying this as a matter of clarity, to be clear on what intrinsically disordered means, that it is not meant to be an insult. It is not to demean or dishonor the person, because it is not towards the person. It's regarding an inclination that we may have. And that, first of all, we want to state that same-sex attraction is not sinful. But the church would be clear and say it is intrinsically disordered. And what does that mean? Is that the sexual urge is ordered toward a specific thing. It's ordered towards bearing offspring, towards procreation. And that same-sex attraction is not pointed to that. And therefore, the correct word would be disordered, because it's not ordered towards that particular end. It is not ordered at all to an end. Or we say that order to pleasure is not an end. And so disordered is the appropriate word. It may be misunderstood, mischaracterized, or people be offended by it. It's not meant to be that at all. It's just a statement of accuracy.
And unfairly broadened, I would say. It is oftentimes extended to not just talk about the attraction itself, but then to now all of a sudden rope in the person that
they're
feels
disordered,
that
that they're
way, that they're
disordered.
disordered, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And so it's really important in bringing it back and understanding the limitation to what that means.
I'm glad
And
you said that, because that clears it. Yeah.
Well, and it ultimately goes back to the teachings of Jesus, right? That we're to love one another, and we all know that every single human on earth suffers from sin, and so it's not about loving the perfect or loving the holiest. It's about loving everybody.
Yeah.
And it's no individual, every single person is a child of God. No one person is disordered by themselves.
An analogy would be, we talked about this earlier off camera, about eating, right? That we have hunger, and so the reason why we have hunger is so that we eat to nourish our bodies. But certainly, if our hunger is directing us to eat something that's not good, if our hunger is directing us to eat rocks, we would say that was the chalk eaters,
Yeah.
right? That would be disordered. And so we recommend to you that to get more information about this, to watch the video, to click on the link below, and I think it's well worth your time.